Sugar and Stars is another from the recent French Film Festival, an event devoted to films for local consumption rather than to impress the international Cahiers du Cinéma set. And it couldn't be more populist French if it wore a beret and played a couple of choruses of Milor on an accordion. It's the story of a kid from the wrong side of the tracks with a dream, to be a world-class cook.
Ça veut dire quoi, MOF?
Meilleur ouvrier de France. Il faut travailler dur, énormément.
Not merely a cook, but a brilliant pastry cook, a master of patisserie. He's already shown his skills in the kitchen of the orphanage where he's brought up, but he aspires to more. He gets a temporary job washing dishes at a top restaurant, though he has problems with authority. Oh, Yazid, will you never learn?
Je suis un cadre à table 8, là.
Jeune homme, qui t'a signé ici?
Dès demain, il sera remplacé, chef.
Avant de me jeter, chef, laissez-moi faire un essai au moins.
Well, actually, he does learn. He asks the chef to give him a chance, and the chef challenges him to make his signature dish. And before you can say ratatouille, this unlikely street urchin has talked himself into a permanent job at the restaurant kitchen.
On va garder le petit. Sois à l'heure et présentable.
Oui, chef. Eh oh, c'est l'entrée de service pour vous. Ah, ok.
But Yazid continues to run into problems. He has a junkie mum who keeps arriving at the worst possible moment, like the time he'd spent hours manufacturing a sculpture out of black chocolate, and then she knocks it over just before the big chocolate sculpture championship. There's clearly more to French dessert cooking than simply creaming the butter.
Quand on a un foyer, il n'y a pas mille façons de s'en sortir.
C'est plus possible de le garder, ça devient trop grave.
Yazid, il a un talent, il est en train de le développer, faut pas tout casser.
The kitchens of Sugar and Stars reflect France's colonial past. Yazid is Arab, his best mate is West African, the sympathetic chef who gives him a leg up is a Cambodian woman, and the sous chef is a homegrown racist.
C'est quoi tout ça?
Ils vont me détruire si je reste ici. Je vous en supplie, laissez-moi y croire, s'il vous plaît. Ça va changer ma vie.
Est-ce que l'un d'entre vous veut faire partie de l'équipe de France de pâtisserie?
Now, the story, it has to be said, is a little random. One minute Yaz is in a Michelin star restaurant, the next he's back at the orphanage. And then suddenly, thanks to sympathetic foster parents, he's working at an even swankier restaurant in the south of France, hobnobbing with top food critics.
Bravo.
MBF, meilleur bougnoule de France.
Je prépare les championnats du monde et j'ai besoin d'un sponsor.
Plus de nerfs, là, t'es en train de relâcher tes bouts, là.
And the reason for the non-traditional story is that it's mostly all true. The real-life Yazid Ichem Rahen became a household name in France when he fought his way onto the prestigious French pastry team at the World Champs. And that event alone is worth the price of admission to Sugar and Stars, watching a stadium full of flag-waving spectators as French pastry cooks go head-to-head with teams from Belgium and Sweden.
Chef, comment on devient le meilleur?
C'est pas un Paris-Brest, ça, c'est un Paris-Chiasse.
Tu veux être le meilleur ou un génie de la pâtisserie?
Win. Et comment on sait si on est l'un ou l'autre?
Tu sauras.
Sugar and Stars is as sweet and inconsequential as its title, but like all French food movies, the cuisine is as much the point as the rags to riches story. I urge you not to go to it on an empty stomach, but also don't think you can make it up with a pail of popcorn. For some movies, popcorn is simply not going to cut it. Take expensive chocolates instead.
Ça, c'est la petite ours.
Ouais.
Et c'est la petite casserole.
Il se fout de ma gueule. Même quand on regarde des étoiles, les mecs, il y a des casseroles partout. Là.